Good afternoon, LEC community. It's me, Ivan Ramirez. We are doing another Evolución Speaker Spotlight. Today, I am joined by Jessica Keeley. She is a proud Latina, half Peruvian, half Japanese. Currently, she's a family and community engagement coordinator at Guadalupe Centers School. She has been teaching for 15 years. Originally, she was a teacher back in Brazil, her home country. And then here she started as a paraprofessional, and it's in her third year working at Guadalupe Center. So, with that, I would like to start. Jessica, how are you?
First of all, I want to say thank you for the invite. I'm sorry I came a little late. I was helping with an interpretation too. So I'm really happy and excited to be here today with you.
Yeah, yeah. How was your day?
It was pretty crazy as every day. I mean, we work a lot. Sometimes I have a lot of job to do. So sometimes it's because I'm here, I am working with the phone, I'm working with my computer. Sometimes I help with the students. I am part of the support staff. So when something happens, we have just to run and try to help. So yeah, today was a typical day, like running the whole
Yeah.
day.
Yeah. But that keeps it fun and interesting.
Yeah.
We are here to learn a little bit about you. So, and then also to talk about your future presentation at Evolución that is happening Saturday, October 26th. But before we get there, can you let us know who you are, a little bit of your background and your educational journey for the audience that might not know who you are?
Okay, well, I am Peruvian. I was born in Peru, and I study at the university over there in Peru. I study business administration, nothing, with education. And then I moved to Japan. I finished my journey about my studies in Japan online, and then well, in Japan, I was with my family working as a dekasegi, as a foreigner, Japanese descendant. That I have my work permit over there. But there, I was starting teaching, but teaching like by myself. I mean, going to some Japanese houses and then teach some English, some Spanish, and I also teach. I used to teach French. So in that way, in that time, I just have my books, everything, and I just to create my classes according to the needs of the people. So then when I got married, I was living in Japan for almost 16 years, and then I moved to Brazil. And it was in Brazil when I started my career as a teacher, as a language teacher, and I was teaching lessons for adolescents, but more for adults and people for the elderly people, right? So I realized that that was my passion, teaching over there. And yeah, then after another 15, 16 years, I decided to move to America. So I came here, but when I was in Brazil, I really realized I was living in the country of Sao Paulo. So it was a small city. So I really realized that there I had a lot of issues with my kids' education at the beginning because we didn't have any support. We didn't have any programs that can help. They didn't have any people who can translate to them. Okay, that Portuguese and Spanish are similar, but they're not equal. So my kids had some situations like embarrassing situations about Portuguese pronunciation. There are some words that were too bad in Portuguese that are not so bad in our country. So they suffer a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
They also suffer bullying and nobody did anything to help them.
Mhm.
And I felt like we didn't have enough support for
Mhm.
them. And when I came here to the US, I started working at Guadalupe as a volunteer for about a year. I started working as a Guadalupe Centers middle school as a volunteer, almost a year. And then I started working as a paraprofessional over there. So, and I started realizing that there were a lot of Latinos in that school. The communication was different, the programs were different, the classes inside. I used to work inside the classes as a paraprofessional, so I could help the teacher with some students, the newcomers, and I could realize that we have a big community over here and the programs to help that community. And I start feeling like, hey, I mean, I can do something here. I can work, in education. That is the area that I love, and to do something to help. It's really the satisfaction is it that feeling of satisfaction when you see the students that they start talking in English, and they start trying to advocate for themselves. So yeah, and that is why I started working at Guadalupe, and I stayed there, but then a new position, the family and community coordinator position, opened here at the high school, and I applied for that.
Mhm.
So this is my third year over here. Now I'm working with the families, but it's funny because I work for the families. I am the point of contact, the bridge between the school and the parents, and the resources that we do have out of school. I also continue working with the kids because the kids come here to my office, and they need some food. I also work for McKinney Bento program, so I feel really motivated and engaged in working with the community.
Mhm. Well, thank you for sharing a little bit of your journey leading to where you are now, which takes us to your actual role of being a community engagement, family and community engagement. We we really appreciate you because you are always sharing different opportunities or resources that we share as an organization. And then some of your parents have started participating in our events and programs and talleres. But can you tell us a little bit the title of your presentation that we'll see on October 26th, and what can we expect?
I would like really hope the opportunity to motivate in general people. I know that this education, and I can also I really especially would like to talk to parents if they are over there that day, that I know that they're going to be there, that if they want something, they have, I mean, it's not that it's not going to be easy to get something, because something that comes easy goes easy. So but if they really really want to do something, if they really want to think that they can do something, that they can have a profession, it's not too late. Never is too late. So if they want something, if they make the proposal that they're going to do something, they work for that, they have the, I mean, if they have the passion to work for that, to go for it, they're going to get it.
Hmm, hmm.
That is el poder del querer. It's the power of the one thing, that one thing that you can have that in your life forever.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah, that was my next question, but let me think of a different one. What message do you have to parents who sometimes feel overwhelmed? Because you work a lot with parents in your role. What message do you have to parents who sometimes feel overwhelmed and want the best and they want to support their kids?
It's really hard because I am a parent, and I know that I made a lot of mistakes, a
Mm.
lot of mistakes. So I try to learn from that mistakes, and also try to support the parents, because sometimes they say, oh no, I cannot do this. And something that I learned is sometimes it's not the time. I mean, you can spend hours with your kid, but hours like you are on the cell phone, and your kid is close to you on his or her cell phone too. So that doesn't mean that you are going to spend good time with your kid, right? And maybe you spend just 1 hour trying to help him reading, trying to talk to him, just at least talk to him, and just watching a movie together. That time is more valued than so many hours together, but in our cell phones. You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yeah.
So sometimes the parents have they have the right to dream. You know, they need to dream. I think that your life without dreams are, I mean, it's not life. You have to dream that you want something in your life, something for you, because everybody deserves something. So I know that our parents, our Latino parents, work so hard. And sometimes I know that you don't buy this because I will buy this for my kid first, right?
Yes.
But I think like there are sometimes that they can give themselves something that they can spoil themselves a little bit. But
Mhm.
they have, this is the right to dream about getting something. And sometimes there are opportunities. There are opportunities to have a little certificate that will help maybe in some other job that they are looking for. Maybe they can say, oh, I have this certificate. And sometimes that certificate will open new doors for them.
Mhm. Yeah.
So
Yes.
we need
Yeah.
to
I think.
tell them, to motivate them to dream, to continue, to want something.
Mhm, mhm. You share a little bit of those examples on how parents can persevere if sometimes they don't have the time, but just a little bit of time of reading together or spending time together with their students. Do you have any other examples on how perseverance has made a difference in a family's educational journey?
I saw some parents that sometimes they say, no, I'm too old to study.
Mhm,
Right? No, I'm too old to study. No, I don't have a good mind. I'm not intelligent enough to study. Come on. I mean, I thought people from 60 that they were 60 years old and they wanted to study English because they wanted to travel. They can do it.
yeah.
They can do it. They're there. I mean, we have resources. We have English classes for free. We have computer classes for free, right?
Mhm,
So those are the opportunities that they have to embrace. They have to take it.
mhm.
It's, but they have to start with the wanting. Like, I
Yes.
want to do this.
Mhm.
So
It's an
just
investment.
start with that.
Mhm. No, it is an investment for parents. 1 hour, 2 hours. We do offer the free class, computer literacy classes, and it takes an hour a week, but it's an investment that they take, and it's for the betterment of themselves first, and also for their students. Do you have any other practical steps or resources that can help families take a more active role in their students' education?
I really, truly speaking, I really love Revolución Educativa. And it's not because you invited me here and I talk to you, but and you know that I just share a lot about your programs because I got in touch, I mean, directly with you guys and see how you work. And this is what I put on my talking points messages like, hey, we have this. Oh, you want this? We have this. I know that you, as an organization, you have a lot of resources, and we, as a family coordinators, in this case of a high school, I just feel comfortable in be the contact, in bring the family and tell the family that there are resources that they have and they can use it and they are for free.
Mhm, mhm,
Sometimes I work or sometimes with the El Centro, for example,
mhm,
because a lot of parents are looking for jobs. And I say, okay, El Centro has some fairs monthly, so you have to go there. And sometimes I listen, oh, in Oleita is doing something. Revolución is in Oleita, in Lisam, and in Overland Park. So there are different places that they can go. I mean, there are lots of excuses. I know that our parents work a lot, but I mean, truly speaking, as a Latino, if somebody invites you to a party, you're gonna have time to go to a party,
mhm. Sí,
right?
sí, sí.
So if
Yes.
you have time to go to a party, you have that time to go to study. It's just 1 hour. The party is
Mhm,
gonna take you like 4 hours, but that is that. If you want to study, it's just 1 hour per day or 2 hours, no more,
mhm,
right?
mhm.
So
Yes.
there are resources, so they have to be ready for, I mean, to take them, to ready to sacrifice. This is what I tell them. Yeah, sometimes we have to sacrifice something. I sacrifice a lot. My family is far from me. I'm here by myself, but I know that I am working because I also want my kids, as a mom, as a Latino mom, that my kids have a better future, right? So I know that parents are working here so hard for their kids to have a better future, but there are opportunities for them to have a better future for them too,
Mhm. No,
right?
thank you. Yes, you are a great connector. This year's theme is collective empowerment, elevating the voices of Latinos in education, and you bring an important lens working with parents. So I'm sure It will be your presentation will be really fruitful for those in attendance, mainly educators, also parents, some parents and students. But together, the theme, the purpose of this year's conference is to see that we are not alone, that we need parents, we need staff members, students, and also teachers, all to see the Latino educator, the Latino students, for the advancement of Latino students. But thank you for bringing that lens into our conference. Anything else you would like to share before we end this quick spotlight?
I just want to say thank you. Really, I feel so honored to be part of this conference. It's really important for me just to give them a little of my experience, and I want to give them my wanting. I want that they start to want more in their lives, and I know that if I can do it because I'm still working every day for something that I want in my future. So if
Mhm.
I want to do that, and if I can do that,
Yeah,
they
yeah.
can do that too. So
Thank you.
it's just to work and work as a community, work for the community, and work as a teamwork, because we
Mhm,
need a team. We sometimes we want to embrace the world by ourselves, but we need help, and
mhm.
it's okay to ask for help.
Yeah.
It's okay to ask for help, and it's okay to receive the help, and then later when you can help somebody else, you can do it. So
Mhm,
it's like a current, right?
mhm.
So yes, it's a teamwork.
Yep, yep. And that is, yeah, that is the purpose of this year's conference, just to see that we are not alone, that we need each other. And along the line, we have needed the support of different people to be where we are. But thank you for being yeah, for being with us next week.
Yeah.
But other than that, I'm looking forward, and this has been it. Our speaker spotlight with Ms. Jessica Keeley, and hopefully you get a chance to register for our conference, our seventh one this year. We'll see you later, Ms. Keeley.
Thank you so much. I hope to see all of you.
Bye bye.
Bye.